Hello everyone. I'm happy to present this webinar today. It's all about integrating predictive analytics inside paginated reports. Yes, you heard it right. I'm excited to present predictive analytics inside the reports. We will discuss about predictive data analytics, introduction, importance and types, and overview of forecast model. Proceeding that, I will show demo on forecast extension configuration, creating a monthly sales forecast paginated report using chart item. Unsupported functionalities. Let's talk about it in detail one by one. Predictive analytics uses statistics and modeling techniques to forecast the path to your business goals and both see and rectify obstacles. It includes a varieties of statistical techniques from data mining, predictive modeling, and machine learning to analyze historical and real-time data. It also provides you with significant insight into future trends and business moments and assist you in identifying potential concerns, making smarter decisions and measuring the impacts of those actions. Predictive analytics is being used by businesses to solve complex challenges and identify new opportunities. It helps marketers to identify the untapped opportunities, clients who spend the most, resulting in a bigger revenue for the company in a long run. You can find trends and patterns in your data to identify potential areas of risk and make prediction about how this risk will influence your business. Help you to monitor business performance to avoid risk and increase customer retention by spotting signals of dissatisfaction. Allows to improve the product quality by focusing on the correct target audience, the right segment that are most important to their business. Assist you to take better decision and defining the best way to communicate with your customer by analyzing all the aspects of the consumer behavior. There are varieties of predictive data models available to meet specific requirements. Let us see some of the key models used by business analytics professionals to generate useful insights. Classification model predicts binary outcomes by classifying data into categories based on learnings from the historical data. Forecast model deals with metric value prediction, estimating numeric value for new data based on the historical data. Outlier model identifies odd behaviors either by themselves or in conjunction with other numbers and categories. Clustering model sorts data into separate nested smart groups based on similar attributes. Time series model collects sequence of data points captured using time as an input parameter. Utilizes the last year of data to develop a numeric metric and predict the next 3 to 6 weeks of data using that metrics. In our bold report, we are using forecast model for predicting future data. Forecast model is one of the popular type of predictive data analytics that uses historical data to forecast response to numerical inquiries such as money, traffic count, and more. Firms can use this method to estimate future events in their business, such as sales, revenue, and website maintenance for better decision making. Our bold report goes through a life cycle to predict and forecast the data. You will configure numeric data column to the X and Y axis of the chart report item in a design surface. The data is retrieved from the data source and sent to our Syncfusion data integration platform predictive analytics engine. The data is processed and transformed by running exponential smoothing machine learning scripts. Exponential smoothing is a broadly accurate principle for time series data forecasting using the exponential windows function. The resultant data is sent to our bold reports component and visualized using a chart inside the paginated report as a forecast data. Hope you got the overall idea about the predictive analytics. Let's quickly dive into the demo for configuration of forecast extension in an ASP.NET Core application. And proceeding with that, we will see steps to create a paginated report with chart to showcase the sales forecast. For this demo, I am using the ASP.NET Core Report Designer application that is created by referring our bold reports getting started help documentation. Now I am going to install the bold report CRA predictive analytics package into our application. For that, right click on the solution and click on the manage NuGet packages for solution and search for the bold report CRA predictive analytics package and install the package into our application. This package contains the custom report item extension for forecast model. As of now, we are installing the package from our internal package server. This feature is included in our upcoming version 4.2 release, which is expected to be available in August 2022. Extension package will be published live to use forecasting in your application. You will provide this application to the description of this webinar session video on our Bold Reports YouTube channel to explore at your end. Next, open the startup.cs to add the forecast extension to the Bold Report Designer. Add the configuration code in the startup method. In this code, I am assigning value to the default settings property using for the report config class using the register extension method in the report settings class. This register extension method expects for a parameter list of type string. I am creating a list. Add the package name as a string to list and pass the list as a parameter to the register extension method. I am passing it. For this demo, I am going to use the monthly sales forecast report to show the sales forecast of a company. Now our application is ready and click run to view the initial output. In the default web page, Bold Report Designer is displayed. Let's wait for our application to launch into our browser. Bold Report Designer is a web-based component helps to create, view, and export insightful pixel-perfect paginated business report. Now I am opening the monthly sales forecast report from my device. This already created report uses data from the Adventures Work sample SQL data source. I have already created a data set called sales using a query. This query retrieves the sales data of a company between the selected date range from our database. I am now executing the query. As I mentioned, I am giving the start and end date. Then click OK. Now the sales data of a company between the selected date range is displayed on the display daily basis in the data preview panel. Now click Finish. Let's see the output of the report by clicking on the preview button. As I mentioned, it displays data for the selected date range. Let's we change the date in the parameter and see the output for the different date range. Then click view report. Now you can see the changes in the table according to the parameter value. We can go back to the design to add some chart and enable forecasting. I'm adding smooth line chart to our report. Expand the chart item to fit it to page. Now I am changing the title of the chart to monthly sales forecast. Now switch to data panel. As we discussed earlier, the forecast model works with numeric data. So forecast option has some requirements that we should only have one numeric data column added in X and Y axis. Add the date to the column axis and sales amount to the Y axis. In this case, we are visualizing sales by month. So it is going to forecast sales for a future month based on the data. If the chart has multiple columns or non-numeric columns used, then forecast won't work. Since database contains daily sales data, I am grouping the data to month for monthly sales forecast. For that, click on the setting and choose the group option and edit the expression. I am grouping it to month. Now click OK. As I grouped the data to month, I have to change the category axis label format to month. For that, go to property. Under category axis, you can find the label format. Change the type to date and choose the date format. Then click OK. I'm playing rotation to label. And also I'm changing the value axis label format to currency. Let's see the preview of the chart item. Now sales of a company from July 21 to Feb 22 has been displayed in our chart. Let's go back to the design to enable the forecast for our chart. Now a new option called forecast settings is available in the chart report item. Expand the forecast settings, enable the forecast. It comes with different setting option to customize the forecast data. Now you can see the additional forecast upper and lower bound series in the designer UI. You can also customize the color of the forecast series. I'm changing the color. Click OK. You can see the changes in the designer UI. The forecast length can be used to define number of forecast data points to be included in chart. In our case, number of future monthly sales has to be predicted. By default, the length will be set to 10. I am setting it to 4 to see next 4-month forecast data. Confidence can be used to define range for lower and upper bound values. By default, confidence interval will be set to 95%. You can increase it up to 100%, take it up down to 50. I'm setting it to 90. You can also customize the color of the confidence. I'm changing it. I'm changing the style using the confidence man style. I'm leaving it as fill. for better view. Seasonality will be predicted automatically based on seasonal input data. If you want to set any seasonality points explicitly for your seasonal input data, then this option can be used. I'm setting it to 6. You can see the dummy data changes in the chart designer area based on the selected settings. Let's click on the preview option to see the actual forecast output of our data. The resultant chart generates a future prediction data as per the forecast settings given in the design. Now the forecast data for Feb 22 to July 22 has been generated in our chart. Let's change the date and see the forecast result for different date range. Now click view report. And the forecast result is changed as per the date input. Let's switch back to our slides. Let's talk about the functionalities that are supported in Bold Report's forecasting feature. Forecasting is enabled for only the line chart types. The axis value must be numeric and whole number that increases uniformly. One X and Y axis should be added in chart. Multiple axes are not allowed. Currently, the exponential smoothing method is used in the forecasting model. And already we have the plan to add other new models and types in our upcoming releases. I hope you now have a better understanding of using predictive analytics inside your paginated reports and how to create a report that predicts future result of your business. And that's the end of today's webinar session. Thank you.
Thank you everyone for attending today's webinar and have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.